the NFL. They have yet to make a formal statement in regards to the officiating blunder by a lead official, head referee Brad Allen. Apologize for mixing Brad Holmes up with that one. After the Detroit Lions were absolutely fucked. Sorry for swearing, we got kids in the car, but they were absolutely fucked, screwed, whatever word you want to use. They were robbed of a victory this past Saturday, Spinny. And for me, obviously it hit me and affected me as a Detroit Lions fan. That is a game that I felt was pivotal for the Detroit Lions franchise, just because not only would it have locked you in, or at least in my opinion, would have locked you in for the number 2 seed, especially with the Eagles losing this past weekend. Mm-hmm. Actually, no, it would have locked you in for the number 2 seed, with the Eagles losing this past weekend. But also, you give the Dallas Cowboys possibly home field advantage that they can win out now. Mm-hmm. But for me, beyond that, the integrity of the fucking game.
Yes.
What are we doing if we can't admit fault on our end, on your side as a referee, Brad Allen, to the fact that it literally, you lied. He lied in the pool report in post game. And that's where the situation gets fucking gross with me. Because now you have it on video of Taylor Decker quite literally, point blank walking up to you, claiming himself as eligible, but then you put Dan Skipper as the eligible receiver, mm-hmm. who also lined up in the not even eligible spot to run for the wide receiver position. Mm-hmm. So you threw another flag on that. You got that wrong. Dan Skipper wasn't in the vicinity for you to hear him say anything like that. On top of just having a giant fucking 6'8" man in front of you, point blank tell you to your face. And then post game you lie about it. In the post game, you said it was Dan Skipper. Put the video on one more time, Chris. In the post game, you said it was Dan Skipper who claimed to be the eligible wide receiver. Brother, Dan Skipper never even got close. If you didn't hear Taylor Decker say it, being that close to you, Dan Skipper didn't get in the vicinity to tell you that. It's gross. It's negligence. Not only did you prove yourself incompetent in doing your job, but you also called into the integrity of the game. And that's why I think it's fucking disgusting, the fact this guy still has a job today, and the fact that he's refereeing another game on national television this Sunday. Spinny, I know you had BDE to speak on it too, but I mean...
Yeah, and we got a lot of emotions out at the post game after that. It's tough. It is disgusting. It's awful that you don't have the balls. You can't be man enough to go up there, grab a mic, and say, I fucked up. This is on me. I got this wrong. Because that's exactly what you did. You got it wrong. Either you forgot, you made a mistake, or you were told to do something else. Those are the only options in this. Either you forgot who told you, you made a mistake and threw the flag by accident, or someone made sure that you were going to throw that flag. This is negligence, it's malfeasance, it's embarrassing, and it has no business being in professional football. Brad Allen, politely, you could suck my left nut. You are embarrassing. You should not be allowed to referee professional football ever again. Send his ass to the Fan Control Football League. Get him off. Like, that's terrible. And the Lions don't go blameless, I think. If I was Dan Campbell and that happened on the 2-point conversion call and you get it on the 7-yard line,
That's after the fact.
I'm taking the extra point to tie the game.
That's after the fact. Just the whole situation going down the way it did is just fucking gross. And again, I was reading the pool report, and for him to say that his number 79 reported eligible, when he never even got close enough to you to say that, and he had Taylor Decker right in front of you. So I just want to correct all the whatever misnomers that are out there. A lot of people say, oh, the Detroit Lions are trying to be deceptive about it. Yeah, for the Dallas Cowboys, the referee is point blank told to his face who was the eligible receiver on the position. On the play. And then to carry that on, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't Skipper in at a guard position too? Like, you're not even eligible to run routes from there at all. Yeah. You have to be at the end of the line to run that. That's why you never see a tight end between a tackle and a guard. They're always in the end of the line. That was a legal, because I saw that out there from Dallas Cowboys fans trying to say it was legal formation. No, it wasn't. As long as you're at the end of the line, you can run the route as long as you report yourself as eligible. Taylor Decker did that.
Yeah, we actually have video of him saying that here if you want me to run it.
Go ahead. I don't, yeah.
Tell me anything after the play. All I really want to say on it, just so I don't get myself into trouble, is I did exactly what Coach told me to do, and went to the ref, said report, and Yeah, I don't know. And, it's my understanding, too, that, Dan brings up the possibility of those sorts of plays pregame. So I did what I was told to do, did how we did it in practice all week, and that's probably all I'm really going to touch on with that.
It looked like Jared did tell you to go over there, and you were.
That's the other part of it too. Is like Dan Campbell. Yes, there's a meeting with the officiating crew beforehand, and the head referee isn't a part of that typically, and Brad Allen wasn't. But then after the fact, Dan Campbell made sure to grab him and have a personal conversation with him about that same play. Because the entire game, that guy had been lining up. I'm sorry, Skipper had been lining up as an eligible receiver to set up for that. They told him before the game. They told him straight to his face. And again, it affected. That's the other part of it too, man. Like you got. It's a sport now where it's like wagers are being made on this game.
Yeah.
Money is being lost in this game. Playoff seeding is being determined on this game. And for the NFL to have nothing to say for it, he was removed from the playoff officiating crews. Don't give a fuck. He needs to be removed from the sport altogether.
Yes.
The integrity of the sport has been called into question.
Multiple times with this guy.
Yeah.
This isn't his first rodeo. This isn't the first fuck up Brad Allen's done. Like this guy, get him out of here. I normally don't like calling for people's jobs. I don't want to see a man, take food out of a man's family's mouths. But this time I am. You can't keep doing this. You can't keep being this bad and just continue to have a paycheck for you. You're a part-time employee anyways. Take that part off. Just go. Just get out of here. You don't deserve it. You're obviously incompetent or on the take. There's only two reasons.
That's the thing for me is like, okay, you can fuck up. I can see you. Yes,
be a man,
and that's where the integrity comes into question.
Yeah.
How do you go then after the game and just fucking lie to us like we're fucking stupid, or that there weren't other parties involved, like you're not on camera, on national television, like that's where the integrity gets called into question. That's why when the NFL, if you don't make a fucking single statement about it, let alone not find the guy. I don't know if you're gonna find him or not. I know there's an NFL RA because there's a whole situation before they came back as like remember the replacement refs and all that good shit, whatever. Okay, you can't find him. Bar him from officiating your game.
And that stupid old fuck Jerry Jones comes out after the game.
Did he actually say that? I saw
Yes,
him quoted by
he
I
did
couldn't
say
hear anything
that.
in audio.
He was like, "Oh, this is one of the best officiated games ever. I think it was really fair what the officials did."
Was
in
he
this
being
one."
funny or was he being dead ass?
No, he's being a fucking piece of shit crypt keeper.
He doesn't.
That crypt keeper.
Like He's
oh
scary.
my god, I hate Jerry Jones so much.
That's what pissed me off is I saw Dallas fans being like,
Talking
how
shit,
about you just win a normal way? It's like what?
They won a normal way.
That's your excuse
They literally won.
is that they won in a unconventional, they outsmarted you and you're mad? Just beat us traditionally. Just give it to the tight end in the end zone. Like what? What are we arguing here?
That's what was one of the NFL's defenses.
What?
Was that the Lions were trying to they're trying to
be deceptive.
Yeah, to be deceptive. No shit, it's a trick play, you fucking idiots. Like no shit, they're trying to be deceptive. No shit, they're trying to confuse guys. That's what you do on trick plays. You know what refs do? They make calls when they're actually there. You know what the players did? They told the ref, "Hey, listen up, asshole. I'm reporting as eligible so I can go out and catch the ball." It's not their job to make everything black and white for the Dallas Cowboys. It's their job to win the game. Ben Johnson cooked up, schemed up, had that play ready to go to win the game.
He was told point blank, period. There's no deceiving the referee when you have a fucking 306'8" man in front of you saying, "Hey, I'm eligible. 68's eligible." There's no deception in that. He went straight to your fucking face and told you.
Yes. And Dan Campbell told you too. Multiple people said, "Hey, buddy, hey, listen up, idiot. This is what's gonna happen." And you're like, "Oh man, it was Skipper."
Dude, hell, even before that, both teams, the officials go in both locker rooms, and the coaches sit here and tell them all of their trick plays and who is eligible to be played. So sitting right there, he's told you before the play that they're going to run. And literally, that Decker will be eligible for this play. So how you can fuck that up and just sit here and be like, "Oh, that was Dan Skipper that reported to me." No. What? Just, come on. What are we doing here?
Brad Allen should be banned barred, forbidden, whatever word you want to use, from officiating the National Football League.
Yeah.
Because you know the gross part too, Spinny, and I don't even know if I was like, I don't even know if I wanted to say this, because when I read that, I sat in silence for probably, I'm not even joking, you guys, probably a good, like, it is going to sound like awkward, but it's legitimately what I did, 6 minutes. When I read that in 2011, the NFL classified themselves no longer as a sports league, but as a sports entertainment league. Meaning somewhere along the line of JB's a big WWE fan. Meaning, like, and in situations, you can fix outcomes. And there's no bullshit. Look at them. 2011, the NFL reclassified itself from a sports league to an entertainment, to sports entertainment. So to have that information thrown in my face following a game like this, and by the way, that doesn't make sense, but you can gamble on it. Yeah. JB, can you gamble on WWE?
On DraftKings, I can, but I believe it's only on pay-per-views.
That's crazy.
Like that makes this all a little bit more sketchy. And that's shit I don't even like want to allow myself to believe in. But if it's there as fact, on top of like witnessing this going on, what am I supposed to believe at this point?
I think Kevin Bell has Stockholm syndrome or something.
No, yeah, Kevin Bell's
because he's in the chat saying you can't be on the line, or you have to be a yard off the line of scrimmage to be an eligible receiver. The refs got it right. Stop crying, people. That is not true at all. You're saying no receiver can line up on the line of scrimmage? Is that what you're trying to tell me? What do receivers do when they look at the ref and say, I'm on, and they stand on the line of scrimmage? What's a bunch formation? Like, that's just not true. You can be on the line of scrimmage and, as a tackle, be eligible as long as you're not covered up by a receiver or tight end that is on the line of scrimmage next to you. And he wasn't. He was eligible. He told them he was eligible. And they threw the flag anyways.
Kevin, take it from us. Sure, and I appreciate you listening to us. From Rex Ryan to Ryan Clark to our own Braylon Edwards. List goes on. Dan Orlovsky. Yeah. How about this? A Dallas Cowboys fan himself.
Skip Bayless.
Yeah. Brother, the Detroit Lions, Shannon Sharp, the list goes on and on. The Detroit Lions absolutely got jobbed out of that game. There's no if, there's no stop water carrying for the referees. They got robbed out of that game by the official. And the fact that he couldn't fucking admit it, the fact that the NFL won't admit it, the fact that it hasn't even been addressed formally or he's been punished is absolutely, utterly fucking disgusting. Mm-hmm. It just is. And I'll tell you what, Spinny, me personally, I don't watch an ounce of football Sunday.
I did.
I could not stomach. I couldn't fucking do it. I watched Guardians of the Galaxy 2 with Baby B.
I was in the championship game in my fantasy league.
What do you give a fuck if I was?
I lost.
Can't support it and to watch that shit.
I lost. The guy put up 180, bro. I had 140 and I lost.
Sorry.
He had A-Chain, Pacheco, and another running back. Oh, they all went for 30. Breece Hall.
Damn.
And for
I was like, bro, what?
More information too from my guy Kevin Bell. And I'm not attacking you, man. I'm just trying to inform you here. I remember the Seattle Seahawks game like 2 years ago, 2021, Dan Campbell's first year. Taylor Decker had a touchdown, and it was a big thing. I remember a big thing for me. One of my first tweets ever blew up. I was like, look at Taylor Decker has more receiving touchdowns this year than Kenny Galladay. It's the same exact play. Mm-hmm. The formation was legal. It was just the referee fucked up. And the fact that he didn't admit it and afterwards makes everything tenfold.
Burn in the Woodward Sports chat says, Dan realized the league was waxing us, so he forced the narrative to be about the refs by doubling down on the twos instead of OT. That is my cope.
And I'll have this defense of Dan Campbell, because we're going to get into like the actual like game as well. But I'll get into this defense of Dan Campbell real quick.
They would have been injured. They had injuries.
Yes.
They couldn't stop CeeDee Lamb.
You were locked into your seating. You couldn't stop CeeDee Lamb. Why risk injury?
J-Mo and Sam Laporta both dinged up a little bit.
You're already in the playoffs at this point. Why risk the injury? That's why they're going for the two. Fuck it. We're already in there.
Yeah.
Let's just try to end it now.